They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but now, and oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At the 20. They go play action now. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Play action. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On the red.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackled on the play by Tariq Castro-Fields.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Agnew now to return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. But it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Darren Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go, 52.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. These two teams all tied after one. Third and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert it on 3rd.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they'll run with ETN. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10, here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Here we go.
From the 17, here's second and 4. Play action. Stroud now. Sliding out of the pocket. The right's got it. Second catch for him today, and they'll run up the first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Now an option play on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Dragon 60.
Stroud off the play fake. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brian Edwards from 13 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
11, Agate. 11.
Now Lawrence. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Texans. Brian Edwards. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's go. 11.
A quick throw complete to Washington. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. A shotgun snap and again the ETN. Able to slither by. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Take right open.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Great job.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Probably covers that time to slow down. Has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw it in double coverage.
Yeah, he took the pop, you're right, but that's one maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And most quarterbacks don't want to eat the ball. They want to try and make a play downfield. I think your point is spot on. Take the sack. Don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate didn't get intercepted.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Lawrence. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taking it about the 16. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Davis Price will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Check,
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Hey, Lion.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
30 left.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Think right.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, cut down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Left side taken in by Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
McManus's point after is good, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
This thrown quickly out to Jones.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 45.
They go play action with Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 38 yards.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Warriors 17!
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And this is going to be intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Once more Etienne, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
And Stroud now to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Lawrence will throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Pierce gets this one running right. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They go again with Pierce. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They'll come up now on second down.
Ready.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Ready.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will have a touchdown.
Nico Collins
From 13 yards out.
and the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's first down.
I got him.
Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain after the 26.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback and then make sure you block the radio.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's fourth down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Able to find Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Go. Let's go. We're good.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He's back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
It'll bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, ready.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.